It is absolutely inevitable. It can't be otherwise. A Buddha is bound to be misunderstood. If a Buddha is not misunderstood, then he is not a Buddha at all. Why is it so? I will tell you. Because the Buddha lives in a stable state which is beyond mind, and we live in minds. To translate something from the beyond to the mind is the most impossible thing in the world. It can't be done, although every Buddha has tried to do it, and that too is inevitable. No Buddha can avoid it. The Buddha has to say the unsayable. He has to express the inexpressible. He has to define the indefinable. He has to do this absurd act because the moment he reaches beyond the mind, great compassion happens. He can see people stumbling in the dark for no reason. He can see people suffering unnecessarily, creating their own nightmares, creating their own hell, and drawing in their own created hell. How can he avoid not feeling compassion? And the moment compassion arises, he wants to communicate them that this is your own doing, that you can get out of it, that there is a way out of it, that there is a state beyond if that life is not what you think it is. Your thinking about life is just like a blind man thinking about light. The blind man can go on thinking about light, but he will never be able to see, to be able to come to a true conclusion. His conclusions may be very logical, but still they will miss the experience. Light is an experience. You don't need logic for it. What you need is eyes. Buddha has eyes, and eyes are attained only when you go beyond the mind, when you become a witness of your mind. When you get to a higher state than psychology, when you know that you are not your thoughts, not your body, when you know that you are the only knowing the energy that reflects, the energy that is capable of seeing, that you are pure witness of this being. Once Buddha was asked, "Who are you?" He was such a beautiful man, and the Buddhahood has conquered such grace to him that many times he has been asked, "Who are you?" He looked like an emperor or a god who has come from the heavens, and he lived like a beggar. Again and again he is asked, "Who are you?" The man who was asking was a great scholar. He said, "Are you from the world of gods?" Buddha said, "No." "Then are you a Gandharva?" Gandharvas are the musicians of God. Buddha had such music around himself, the music of silence, the sound of no sound, one hand clapping, that it was natural to ask him, "Are you a Gandharva?" A celestial musician. And the man goes on asking, as there are many categories in the Hindu mythology, from gods to man. Then finally he asked, "Are you a great king, a Chakravartin, one who rules over the world?" Buddha said no. Annoyed, the scholar asked, "Are you a man, or not even that?" Buddha said, "Don't be annoyed, but what can I do? I have to say the truth as it is. I am not a man either." Now the scholar is too much angry. Enraged, he says, "Then are you an animal?" Buddha said, "No, not an animal, not a tree, not a rock." "Then who are you?" the man asked. Buddha said, "I am awareness, just pure awareness, just a mirror reflecting all that it is. When this moment arises, great compassion happens." Buddha has said that those who know are bound to feel compassionate towards those who don't know. They start trying to help, and the first thing that has to be done is to communicate to people who are blind that eyes are possible, that you are not really blind, but only keeping your eyes closed. You can open your eyes. You are not born blind. You have only been taught to remain blind. Your society teaches you to be blind. Think about it.